Hi, welcome back to our channel. I'm Andrew, my wife is Nancy, who's just finishing off some last minute packing. We are new to vlogging, but we enjoy going to Florida and we enjoy going on cruises with our family as well. We've got trips coming up later in the year. We're going to Norway and on Iceland on a Princess cruise ship, and we are due to go back to Orlando in September, but this was a last minute trip, only booked a couple of weeks ago. Mainly because of the price of the flight, incredibly low prices on flights with TUI at the moment. Probably because they're going to Melbourne, which I'm sure you've seen other videos, is a half-built airport at the moment, about an hour and a half away from Disney. We have booked a car through budget, through Florida Discount Hire, which was good value considering how high charges are. And for the first time, we'll be staying on Disney Resort itself. So we're just staying a couple of nights at All-Star Music Resort, and then we'll be moving into our condo that we own on Bahama Bay, which we love it there. And then at the end, because the condo's booked as well, we'll be staying at the Rosen Inn on International Drive. So loads of videos coming up around Florida. We do like to do some nature and do some walking and go to the beach, maybe an airboat ride, and no doubt a few trips into Disney. We're fortunate we've got some bookings on Ohana and to the Contemporary, or fireworks are on. So please like and subscribe to enjoy this video series that's coming up. And the next stop will be the airport in the morning, Manchester Airport, and we'll see how busy security and check-in really are. So here we are at Manchester Airport. All checked in for our flight with TUI, which is in the background, to Melbourne. We're on time. Got a big Virgin next door to it who's a couple hours delayed. So check-in was a breeze. We arrived 4 3/4 hours beforehand just to be safe. Check-in opened up 4 hours before. 25-30 people in front of us, took us 20 minutes, no problem at all. And security were through in 25 minutes. There were a lot of people on the last call who were being moved to the front of the queue, but it was really efficient. I know there's been lots of talks about delays, but no problem at all. Manchester Terminal 2 is new. We've seen other videos, so I wasn't going to show around. We had a nice breakfast, which took about an hour. Just got here in time for 11 o'clock before the change to the main meal. And now we're just been called to the gate, and we'll be boarding in the next 10-15 minutes for our flight to Melbourne. So we'll catch up when we're in the plane, and when we arrive in Melbourne it looks like we're going to be arriving in a thunderstorm, which could be fun.
Street flight 29178 to Melbourne. This is a passenger name call only.
Just a name
call. Lewis Johnson
so we'll catch you on the
in
plane.
the area.
Well, just when we thought it was going so well, captain comes out from the plane, comes on the tannoy and says the plane hasn't been cleaned. They've just got on, it's not been cleaned. So they say they can't find any cleaners at the moment because of staff shortage at Manchester Airport. So they're starting to clean it themselves. No idea how long it's going to take them to clean it. They can't even find a hoover. And once they've cleaned it, it's going to go through security checks again. So we're going to be sat at the airport for quite a long period of time, which is a shame because security and check-in was so quick. So we're now delayed. We're now past flight time, and I think it's going to be a late arrival into Melbourne. But these things happen. So we're just sat at the gate waiting to get on. More later from the plane. So we're on board now. Close away after we cleaned No. could find something to watch.
Right, so start with just 2 or 3 things you can still watch.
New comedy programs. Might be a long flight. Lunches here. You'll get a choice. It's chicken pasta bake, chocolate ganache, cheese and biscuits. It's okay. Nothing special. Alright, here we are at Melbourne Airport. It was busy. I didn't take any photographs, but here's the car. Oh my god. Beast. Scuffs. This car is massive. Best to do this just in case any scratches on when you come back. Just a few scuff marks. Nothing really serious. Oh, it's a beast. So welcome to Melbourne. About an hour and a half drive now to All Stars Music Resort. So welcome to All Star Music Resort. This is Country Fair Building 5, room 5605. And after a 20-hour travel day from Manchester in the UK, we're finally here. Checking in about 11 o'clock at night. So it's a standard room. As you come in, you have a little table with USB ports and 2 plugs. You have a table and 2 chairs, and this comes down as a bed, as I'm sure you've seen in many other videos. I won't pull it down now. You have a coffee maker with coffee. This is where you'll find your air conditioning unit, which is blowing quite well. You got a fridge down there with not unpacked yet. So a nice little fridge. And we have the waste, which you can separate out. A nice light there. I like to say music was playing when we came in, but it wasn't. It's on mute. So we have a nice table. Again, more plugs and USBs. And 2 more there. It's good with enhanced cleaning. It tells you all about it. Plenty of storage on this side here. And then into the connecting door to the room adjacent, which we're not using obviously. Some coat hooks. Nice bed with some nice pictures and lights. Again, more storage, USBs, again, on either side of the bed, plenty of pillows, which I'm sure we'll need. And we have a sliding door, which goes into the bathroom. So we'll just have one sink and a nice light, and a mirror for makeup and shaving. Iron hairdryer in the corner on the ironing board. And then about 8 or 9 coat hooks, somewhere to hang your clothes. We're only here for 2 days before moving into our condo, so we won't really be unpacking. Nice view of the room. Not a bad room at all, really. I think it's one of the refurbished ones. Into the bathroom, a bit green. We have towels. Obviously the toilet, our lavatory, and then we have a walk-in bath, cum shower, really nice rain shower head, and some nice H2O products as well, so I'm sure I'll be using very, very shortly. So it's a nice light room. I'll just walk to the other side and give you one final view from the other side, but I think we'll be comfortable. We're in here a couple of nights and it's already 11 o'clock on the first night. This is Country Fair, room 5605, All Star Music. Well, we made it. We just checked into All Star Music Resort. We're in our room. I think the room tour I'll put on straight after. We're in the country section, room 5605. Very nice it is, nice and bright. So first time in Disney we stayed this, so it's a nice room. I think it's been remodelled. But what a travel day. Didn't do much filming on the plane because it was just too noisy and too dark. They had all the windows closed for most of the it's a Dreamliner, so most of them were closed on the way for some reason, and a few kids on as well, so I didn't do much filming. No idea how the meals came out. It wasn't a choice of meals, it was just a chicken pasta bake. It was okay. Orange chocolate ganache. It was nice, a bit salty. And then the second meal was just a cream cheese and cucumber sandwich and a chocolate brownie. Wasn't really hungry there because we had a breakfast at the airport. Got off the plane, luckily there were another TUI right behind us, so we got to the one and only carousel first. 20 minutes to get the luggage. Immigration, you had all 8 booths open, which was good, so it took 10 minutes or so. Over to budget for the car. They had no full-size cars, so they're giving us a Jeep Wrangler. It's a massive thing, but it'll do. Got totally lost coming out of Melbourne airport. Do your research. If you're coming from Melbourne, especially if you've not been before, and you're not used to driving in America, we didn't bring our sat-nav with us and fell up on the 192 by default and just stayed on it all the way to Disney basically. We're used to the 192, but we're only really between Old Town and the US 27 because our condo's down on Bahama Bay, the other end. But do your research. Not easy, and I hate to think how we're going to find it going back. I think we'll set Google Maps or something because Melbourne Airport's not really that well signed. But I said the budget car's fine. We hired through Florida Discount Hire through Andy there. Got us a good deal for 2 weeks, far cheaper than anywhere else. We normally hire Alamo, but this time it was budget, and it's fine. Like I said, we asked for a full size and we've got a Jeep Wrangler. Straight down D192, and it is now 11 o'clock, so it's 4 o'clock UK time. Very strange experience when bang on set off time at 1, captain came up and basically said they got on the plane and it was dirty and they couldn't find any cleaners, so they started cleaning themselves, and then about 40 minutes later he came on again and said they found some cleaners, so it had to be cleaned, and then security checks, so we set off an hour and 50 minutes late, but the Virgin was still there from 11 o'clock in the morning, so that was 3 hours late and it was still there. Uneventful flight. Movies and TUI, shocking. The new movies are like 2 years old, and nothing newer than that. Very limited selection. I watched Joker, which was a good film, and the rest of the time kind of just sat on the plane. But yeah, the Dreamliner's a nice plane, a bit squashed, but we've come off reasonably refreshed. Considering it's 11 o'clock at night now here, or 4 in the morning, then we're not too bad, but yes, we're tired. We're going to have a quick shower because we've got Hollywood Studios in the morning, and we want to hit rope drop and use the early entrance and try to get to Rise of Resistance for the opening time basically. If not, we'll consider Lightning Lanes, but we'll see how we go because the parks are hammered by all accounts for everyone who's been over here. But we've not looked around the resort yet, but I've done a load of research on the resort, so I know where things are, so we will come back early tomorrow and spend some time at the resort, because on Tuesday we're going to Magic Kingdom. We'll call in briefly during the day, then we're going to check into our condo, and then we've got our Hana at night. We're lucky to get a reservation, but a long travel day. I'd recommend TUI. The flight's good. Meals, there's no choice, but no worse than the meals we had on Aer Lingus last November, and we're going Virgin in September, so we compare all the three then. Melbourne Airport is like a building site. I know you've seen the vlogs and it looks like a building site, it really is. It's months behind where it needs to be. Staff were brilliant, nice welcome as you walked out the gate and all the way down. People there helping you. Immigration was 30 seconds. Well, you've been before, you came last November, thank you very much, off you go. No fingerprints, no nothing, which was brilliant. So going back to checking this morning, they did ask for copies of all paperwork, your COVID certificates, your negative test result, even though you'd uploaded them. Not a problem. If you're flying though, so we turned up nearly 5 hours early, checking up in 4 hours before, and we were near the front. And we had time for a leisurely breakfast, and then we walked down to the gate basically. Don't be coming 3 hours before and expect to have any time at all. Security was quick for us today, 25 minutes, not a problem really. Super friendly staff, but they only have about 4 desks going out of 12 I think, so they're still training staff. And Terminal 2 is so small once you're through, but there were at least 6-7 people in front of us, all asking could they rush through because the gate closed in 10 minutes or something. Just I can't believe it. 2 girls going to Bangkok via Paris, and they had 7 minutes before gate closed. Don't understand it. However, it is what it is. But I would recommend TUI. Aer Lingus was good. We went by Dublin and we flew back direct, and we're going direct with Virgin in September. So that'll be 3 times in a year, which is very lucky, but we can use our condo when it's not being rented out. So hope you enjoyed travel day. Please like and share, and subscribe. More videos coming out, not sure how much we'll video, but certainly with some content coming out. We have got park dates booked for all the parks this week because we are annual pass holders, and then we'll look at something different over the weekend, busy weekend, maybe some airboat rides or clear water, or because the weather looks hot and sunny for 3 days and then showers, but still 90 something degrees, so humidity is like summer. Hope you enjoyed travel day, and we'll see you next time.